Hi there and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Arsenal now prepare to listen to offers for £45 million Mikel Arteta signing this summer. According to The Athletic, the Gunners are ready to make some changes to their forward line, which could lead to an Arteta signing heading out the door. The report claims that Gabriel Jesus' future at the Emirates Stadium is not guaranteed. If the Gunners receive offers for the Brazilian, they would be prepared to listen. It comes just 2 years after Arsenal snapped up the 27-year-old from Manchester City in a deal worth around £45 million. The Athletic also notes that Arsenal's priorities have changed slightly due to the recent form of Kai Havertz. They looked set to target a new striker this summer, but could now prioritize other areas. Arsenal remain keen on bringing in a new attacker, and it's noted that Edin Ketia or potentially Jesus could head out the door as a result. After such a bright debut season in North London, it's fair to say that Jesus has become a less important player for Arteta this term. That's partly down to a couple of short spells on the sidelines, disrupting his rhythm at vital stages of the season, but since the turn of the year, Havertz has outperformed the Brazilian as a striker. It's led to Jesus being moved out to the left-hand side on a few occasions in recent weeks. The Brazilian star has scored 8 times in 33 appearances for the Gunners this season, and his lack of efficiency in front of goal has been a cause for concern. Juventus are reportedly interested in bringing Jesus to Serie A, and Arteta has proven to be ruthless when it comes to improving his squad. With that being said, it would be a surprise to see him move on ahead of Nketiah. The Brazilian may lack when it comes to productivity in the final third, but his versatility makes him an incredibly useful option for Arteta. Sutton claims Arsenal have a valuable player who could be in the team of the season. A couple of Arsenal players have taken many by surprise this term, and none more than Kai Havertz. After his goal in the 3-2 win at Tottenham on Sunday, Havertz has netted 12 times in all competitions this term. The German also became the first Arsenal player to score and assist in 4+ league games since Alexis Sanchez in 2017. It's fair to say that Havertz has exceeded expectations in North London so far, following a difficult spell at Chelsea, and Sutton believes the former Blues forward deserves to be in the mix for the Premier League's Team of the Season. He said the following: I mean Havertz, he must be in the mix now. If you were to pick a first 11 Premier League team, Havertz must be in the mix to get into that now. He has been such a valuable player. If Arsenal do go on to pip Manchester City to the title, Havertz will certainly be in the conversation to be named in the Premier League's best 11. The former Chelsea star has proven plenty of his doubters wrong, netting 13 times and providing 6 assists in all competitions. Yet, his best performances have arguably come as a striker since the turn of the year for Arsenal. With that in mind, it would be difficult to look past Ollie Watkins, whose 19 goals and 12 assists look to have fired Aston Villa to a top 4 finish. Fabrizio Romano says Mikel Arteta thinks £13 million Arsenal player is so key now. Speaking on the Here We Go podcast, Romano has stated that Arteta believes Jorginho is an incredibly important player for Arsenal, claiming that he thinks his experience is key in terms of leading this young team forwards. Romano shared what he knows about the £13 million midfielder's contract and how Mikel Arteta views him. He said, all parties believe Jorginho is going to extend his contract at Arsenal, especially Mikel Arteta. He is pushing a lot to make that happen because he is convinced that Jorginho is a really important player with experience in a very young squad. A leader like Jorginho is needed. The feeling of Edu is exactly the same. Jorginho wasn't expected to be such an important player for Arsenal when he signed last January, but he is quietly become so key to this team. The Italian is the calmest player in this Arsenal squad, and in those big games where things can often get a bit chaotic, the midfielder can control things and bring everyone back down to a more stable level. That sort of player is so important when you are in a title race or you are in the latter stages of the Champions League. And if Arsenal do get over the line and win the Premier League this term, Jorginho will have played a massive part. The journalist has also claimed that negotiations are at an advanced stage, and it looks like Jorginho will be putting pen to paper very soon, Romano added. One of the big stories yesterday is the news that Jorginho looks set to sign a new contract to extend his stay at Arsenal, with his previous deal having been due to expire this summer, making him a free agent and resulting in some speculation about interest from Juventus. The negotiation is advanced for Jorginho to extend his stay at Arsenal. More will follow in the next days, but talks are advancing, and Jorginho is happy at Arsenal, so they are confident to continue together. I'm not aware of contacts with Juventus, honestly, despite what's been reported elsewhere. Arsenal make progress towards signing £53 million midfielder. According to Sportscasting, Arsenal are making progress with a move to sign Real Sociedad number 4, Martin Zubimendi. It's said that Newcastle number 39, Bruno Guimaraes, is also an option for Arteta as Arsenal aim to bolster the midfield department, although the Spain international appears to be the number one choice, with inroads already being made on the deal. Zubimendi, who has a £53 million release clause, is not a new name for Arsenal fans. A story from The Athletic stated that Arsenal tried to sign the Spaniard in January 2023 before eventually sealing a £12 million deal for Jorginho instead, after the midfielder decided to stay at Real Sociedad. As aforesaid, expensive transfers can be months, if not years, in the making, and while Zubimendi may have rejected Arsenal over 12 months ago, this summer could finally see Arsenal sign the man from San Sebastian. The 25-year-old has made 45 appearances in all competitions so far this season, scoring 4 goals while also providing 1 assist. Real Sociedad's midfield maestro could actually replace Jorginho at the Emirates Stadium, amid reports in Italy which state that the Arsenal number 20 has told Juventus he would like to join them. Be sure to keep an eye on developments at Arsenal, with transfer negotiations already taking place. Arsenal at front of a queue to seal a transfer of possible Gabriel Jesus upgrade. Arsenal are reportedly at the front of the queue for the potential transfer of Bologna striker Joshua Zirkzee this summer, amid doubts over Gabriel Jesus' future at the Emirates Stadium. The talented 22-year-old has impressed during his time in Serie A, and it makes sense that there now seems to be growing interest in him ahead of the summer transfer window. The latest from Gazzetta dello Sport, as cited and translated by Sport Witness, is that Arsenal are one of the main names in the race to sign Zirkzee, along with Juventus and AC Milan. As previously explained by Out of Sight columnist Matteo Morotto, there is a useful Arsenal link to Zirkzee, as they have a good relationship with his agent, though the Italian journalist also mentioned the likes of Milan as being serious contenders for the Dutchman. Earlier today, a report from The Athletic stated that Arsenal could be open for offers for Gabriel Jesus this summer, and Zirkzee might well be an upgrade on the injury-prone Brazil international. Arsenal certainly need more of a goal threat up front, as they have mostly reached a high overall scoring tally this season by sharing the goal around with wingers and midfielders like Bukayo Saka, Leandro Trossard and Martin Odegaard chipping in. Arsenal lack one out-and-out goal scorer. However, it could be that Zirkzee be the man for them, though he's only managed 12 goals in all competitions this season. Of course, The youngster has time to improve and would surely get more chances in this Arsenal team, so there might be some sense in shifting out 27-year-old Jesus and developing this young talent to give them something different up front. It remains to be seen if Zirkzee himself would choose Arsenal over staying in Italy, however, where he may well feel settled after his successful time there so far. Arsenal and Chelsea transfer target expected to leave, but given excessive 100 million euros asking price, Arsenal and Chelsea may be interested to learn that Barcelona are expected to offload Rafinha this summer, with the Catalan giants looking for around 100 million euros for the Brazilian winger. That's according to a report from Spanish outlet Todo Vigaches, who named Rafinha and Ilkay Gundogan as two big names from the Barca first team who could be allowed to leave in the next transfer window. The report adds that Rafinha has offers from the Premier League, and this follows Football Insider recently linking the former Leeds United man as a target for the likes of Arsenal and Chelsea. Still, if it's indeed the case that 100 million euros would be required to let Rafinha go, then it's surely hard to see those clubs forking out for the 27-year-old, whose true value is arguably half that after a patchy couple of years at the Camp Nou. Rafinha looked an exciting talent during his time in the Premier League with Leeds, but top clubs will surely think twice about splashing the cash on him now after his struggle with the step up required at an elite side like Barcelona. Despite some flashes of quality, Rafinha hasn't been consistent enough, and it's not too surprising to see reports that the La Liga outfit are now ready to consider letting him go, even if their demands may be a tad unrealistic. If they were to lower their price, there might be a case for Chelsea bringing Rafinha in as an upgrade on inconsistent performers like Raheem Sterling, Mykhailo Mudryk, and Madwyk, but there are also surely better options out there. Arsenal, meanwhile, already have the excellent Bukayo Saka playing in Rafinha's position, so bringing in an out-and-out striker would surely make more sense for the Gunners than another wide player, especially a wide player who isn't in the best of form. Arsenal hoping to sign Barcelona star, who has been long-time target for Man United. Frankie de Jong is reportedly facing an uncertain future at Barcelona. The Dutchman has been heavily linked with a move to Manchester United since Erik ten Hag took charge 2 years ago, but the midfielder has so far refused to leave the Camp Nou. That could all be about to change though. According to recent reports, Barcelona are considering offloading De Jong ahead of his contract expiring in 2026. Failure to sign a contract renewal soon could see the La Liga giants up to cash in, and according to Vigaches, there are a host of clubs waiting in the wings, including Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. Looking to add quality to his squad as the Gunners' push for major silverware continues, Arteta could pursue a deal for Barcelona's number 21, a player that would undoubtedly add a touch of class to Arteta's already very technical and proficient midfield. The saga has the potential to be a multi-club race, though, therefore, if the Gunners settle on De Jong as a top summer target, they will likely face competition from Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, and of course Manchester United. During his 4 years in Spain, De Jong, who has 54 international caps to his name, has directly contributed to 38 goals in 213 games in all competitions. As we wrap up today's Arsenal news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out.